A.J. Combs up
3
to bat.
walks. Yep. 2 errors and 3 walks and 4 base hits, and
That'll score some runs.
That'll score some runs. Yep.
Emily Engel is the pitcher for North Harrison. And you can see her out there. There's getting to be kind of a rut out there where the girls drag their foot off the mound, or off the rubber. AJ swings through that one.
Pretty good pitch. She just missed that one. That was a
That ball is
3-1.
high and outside, so 3 balls and 1 strike. Senators looking to get some base runners here.
Yeah, we need to get somebody on base. We got to get them back.
That'll
There's
do.
a base hit.
That'll
down the
do.
line.
AJ going to come into second, slides, and is safe under the tag.
So she gets a double.
It's a nice job of hitting by AJ. That's getting Sydney King back. She robbed her last time. She hit a shot at her.
Yeah, she did. Last time she hit a rocket right straight to her. This time she gets it a little bit on the right side of her. Same kind of ball. It's going to bring up Cora Miller. Cora Miller, the batter. Come on, Cora.
Cora can help herself out here.
Mm-hmm.
Turns to bunt, lays it down, but foul.
Foul on that thing, AJ. I think she was watching it, seen it was down before she broke, didn't she?
Yeah.
I get to keeping the book over here and looking in that book, and I look up and I
forget
miss
to
a
look
play,
out there.
you know?
What's going on? You can go home and relive it.
Yeah. That's a good job. And
nobody's going to be there.
There you go. Good job,
Good
girls.
steal there.
Now
AJ.
swing that bat, girl.
The speedster AJ.
Well, AJ, I won't say it. I'm on the air. In reality, we've talked about AJ needs to stride out a little more. She takes too short a step. You see that, Phil? And I told her we need to work on that. She just, if she'll put about another 7 or 8 inches into that stride, she's going to be pretty quick. She runs fast, but you know when
the turnover is just not there.
The distance. She just adds a little.
AJ scores a run.
Sacrifice.
Nice sacrifice there.
One out.
So West Washington's going to draw within 1 run.
Batting for the Cinders is the left fielder, Alexis Brown. On deck will be the right fielder, Destiny Nafis. You know, if we can get another run out of the bottom of this order, we'll be, get ourselves back even. We've at least pulled back within 1 here and the bottom of the 5th.
Yep.
And quit the donation, we'll be all right.
Yeah, we need to.
That's what really hurt us.
Yeah, the errors and the walks hurt us there. It wasn't so much the base hits. If we would have just had the base hits, not a very big problem. But
they've been fortunate to take advantage of our mistake. We made an error there earlier and give them a couple runs, or 2 errors, I think it was, and give them a couple runs. And then we make a error and walks, and then they took advantage of it by scoring. I mean, they actually throwed some hits in there, and that's what you like to see when a team does that,
Alexis looks like she fouled that one off of the catcher, Jada Payton. There's a ball hit back to second base. Makes a nice stop.
Oh, yeah.
Destiny Nafis comes up to bat.
Destiny Nafis, the batter. Tori Bolton on deck.
2 outs here. High and outside, not going to be able to hit that one. We definitely have some Senator faithful out there wrapped up down in their blankets along the first base dugout. But then we've got quite a few cars out there in the outfield too that are watching. You can see some people moving out there, so still a lot of people here watching this game.
We had a nice crowd over there last night. I was really happy with the number of people made the trip over to the shows last night. What'd you say there? Well, you got 2 children. Your wife was there.
We've got lots of people who are split between the kids. The boys were at Austin last night. The girls were at Shoals. So I have some parents that were going 2 different ways.
Yeah, Darryl Brown's up here with us. He said, I was at Austin. I said,
Yeah.
yeah, well, you had a boy at Austin. And the boys played pretty well over at Austin
boys
last
did
night.
play pretty well.
You know, so.
I think they got beat 4-1.
Yeah.
But, it was Austin's, I believe, 4th game of the year. And
it always is.
and the boys' first game of the year.
Right.
So.
Yeah, Austin gets out and plays early. I tell you, they get started early. I don't think they have spring break in Austin.
We got a full count here with Destiny Nafis. 2 outs. There's a ball back to the pitcher. Engel fields that and throws to first to retire Nafis. We're going to step aside, have a short commercial break from the IHSAA. Couldn't make it to the 7th inning stretch. He had to get one in the 6th.
No,
so.
they do that in softball. They do it in the
They
5th
do it.
inning.
Well,
And you knew that.
I was just giving you a hard time. You're a baseball guy.
I know it, but I run into you down at Louisville the other night.
Yep.
And we done the 5th inning thing, you know.
And it is the end of the 5th, so
Yeah.
I mean it's time. So
It was the stretch. I just didn't sing "Take Me Out the Ballpark."
well, I mean if you want, you can start.
No, I'll practice maybe sometime later.
Okay, we can get a recording of it.
We got a quartet up here, you
Well,
know,
there
if
you
we
go.
want to do it. Who's batting here? Engel.
Yeah.
Leading off for the Cougars is going to be Emily Engel. Thank you, man.
There's a nice pitch by Cora. There's a shot out to
It's going to be
Lexus.
caught.
Lexus settles underneath and makes that catch.
There we go. One out. The batter will be Janelle Amy. On deck will be Kendall Byerly. Now this little varmint right here has walked twice.
Yep. She's picked up one off of each of our pitchers. She's got a walk from Cora and a walk from.
She ain't got one this time. Now
No.
catch that ball, Destiny. Somebody's got it.
Somebody's got to catch that one. That's Keltner either has to go out another 2 steps or Nafis has to come in 3 steps. Nafis should come in and get that. That's her ball. we rely a lot on Keltner's speed and we think that she can get to everything, which she gets to a lot, but that ball's got to be caught by our outfield. There's another one up to her. Keltner settles underneath to retire Kendall Byerly.
2 outs. The batter will be 21. Jaden Payton. On deck will be the left fielder Ashton Blackburn.
There's another pop-up. Gracie settles underneath it, makes the out. So there's a quick 3 outs there. Be nice for the Lady Senators to come back up and get their bats going. We're going to step aside, have a short commercial break. Are trailing 8-9, bottom of the 6th here. We've got, looks like we're going to have Halls hit here. So our flex, which was Halls, is going to bat, which means Tori Bolton is now out of the game as our designated player. So Halls is going to try to get her way on and allow the top of our lineup to drive her in and bring her on around. We're looking for a run here. Definitely with Halls getting on and then Fouch and Keltner bringing her on around.
Yeah. Who we got?
Halls is going to bat here, our flex.
Leading off for the Senators in the top of the 6th is going to be Elizabeth Halls.
That one's a little high.
Yeah, that's a 3rd strike. You swing out and take off.
North Harrison has seen E bat, so they're pulling their infield in, looking that she's going to be a slapper. They're not playing her very deep. Be nice for her to pop one right up over the top of them.
If I was E, I wouldn't swing till she called a strike. That's what I'd have on right now.
They have dropped their shortstop back.
Oh, see what I mean? That's a ball.
Yeah, that's a ball that she's not going to be able to hit.
This is a situation where your batter doesn't swing until the umpire says strike 1. You need that runner on base for the top of this order.
That's not a ball that she could bunt anyway. That's going to be a foul ball, no matter, even if she gets her bat on it.
See, there's another one. It's 3-0 right now.
So there's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So now E's going to have to swing away here. We're probably not going to have her try to bunt on
Why not?
On a 3rd.
I would. I've done it many times. It's fair. I mean,
I hope I'm wrong, and I hope she's standing on first base.
That's ball.
That would have been ball 4. But now
it
the
would have
count's
been ball 5.
Well, now it's even at 2-2.
Yeah.
Swings through that one for a strikeout. First out of the inning. We're back to the top of the order with Taylor Fouch.
Shortstop Taylor Fouch batting. On deck, second baseman is Cassie Keltner.
There's one to the third baseman. Fields the ball.
And she makes an error on
Makes
that
an error
one.
on the first base. That's Rachel Purser who gets that error.
We'll take it.
Yep. Now we're going to see if we can manufacture some runs here and get Taylor moved around. Be nice if she could steal a base and then Cassidy could lay down a bunt.
That girl's been a little bit here or there. She might throw one away for us again. Nope. Cassidy hits into fielder's choice.
Cassidy gets a fielder's choice there.
Batter is going to be the catcher, Tilly Gilbert. On deck will be Gracie Abels.
Well, here's the double machine. Double scores a run.
Mm-hmm.
Two outs here. Cassidy Keltner standing on first. We want to make sure we don't run ourselves out of this inning here, though. We want to.
If this girl gets up and throws Cassidy out, fool me. We watched her warm up.
Well,
if you do a straight steal, I don't think she can throw her out.
that'd be a. I'd like to come to practice and see Tilly try to throw Cassidy out. I think that'd be a good matchup there.
I just think this girl here, she runs out in front of the plate to throw it. She'll never throw her out.
Well, and she's been to the shortstop side of second base every time we've seen her throw it. So if she can.
They're going to fool around and walk her.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if this is a ball, I'd like to see Tilly swing at it so that she's not standing on first. I'd like to see her make contact. There we go. Hopefully we can see a ball that Tilly can drive somewhere here.
Yeah, right over that left field fence.
Well, that'd be nice. I'd take that.
Uh-oh, she got it off the end of the bat. Uh-oh.
Now we've got some interesting stuff going on.
Oh, you might have some interference. Where was the arm?
Going to be safe.
Should have been interference.
Should have been interference
right
on the
here.
pitcher.
And didn't get no call. So that error was on who?
I'm going to give that to the shortstop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're going to the two umpires are going to talk this one over, but I don't think there's any way that the home plate could see it.
This guy right here, he called her out. Wait a minute. What about the interference? This guy don't know what happened. He's looking at the rear end of it. Backside.
So we're going to get the end of the inning there. Cassidy Keltner is going to be thrown out at third. We're going to step aside for a short commercial break and come back with the seventh inning. Here at the West Washington Softball Complex, we're at the top of the seventh inning. The Lady Senators do trail 8-9. It's it's a kind of a game of innings here. The Lady Senators have played 3 or 4 really good innings and then played 2 or 3 kind of poor innings where we've had some errors and some walks and things. So Cora Miller is our pitcher to start off the 7th inning.
Okay, here we go. So they're going to bring up Blackburn. Leading off the 7th inning for the North Harrison will be the left fielder, Ashton Blackburn. On deck will be the second baseman, Hannah Engel.
Nice. First pitch is a nice strike. That ball is fouled back. So Cora jumps out ahead. No balls, 2 strikes here.
Hold them right here, and then it's going to be up to the 4, 5, and 6 hitter to get the job done.
We've still got that stiff breeze coming. That's off the end of the bat.
Yeah, and this is just the first one.
Yeah. It's a good thing we got the lights installed.
Yeah. We got one out, Philip.
2, there's another one here. Or one of these.
Okay.
I knew this one, but I didn't know about one here, and I got 2 on the baseball field now. This one went out the other day when I turned them all on and checked.
It wasn't?
Oh, this one was, but there's one on this pole,
Mm.
and it's out now, and it wasn't out the other day because I checked them on. So I could turn them off and that one come back on.
That hits through the hole in between short and third. So
Base hit for Ashton Blackburn. Brings up Hannah Engel. Gain money on what she's going to do.
Betting she's going to try to bunt.
Good one.
It's a nice play. 2-4 put out. Advances the runner around.
I'll bring up the third baseman, Sydney King. On deck will be right fielder, Caitlin Crone.
She had a single last time up.
I had her on with an error.
Oh.
Caitlin Crone. Error on the first baseman.
Yeah. But this is Sydney King.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm in the wrong
Yeah.
spot. Yeah, there you go. King had a double.
Yep.
Oh, no, she had a single with 2 RBIs.
Yep.
In the right center field.
There's one up.
That should be
Alexis
out of here.
That's gone.
Gonna
That's a
be
home run.
2-run homer by Sydney King.
That was blown out by the wind. So that's going to give the Lady Cougars 11. With one out here in the top of the 7th. Lady Senators definitely have some work to do to get back into this one.
Yeah, we do.
Caitlin Crone up to bat.
Caitlin Crone, the batter. Rachel Purser on deck.
Be a strike call there.
Yeah, that was she throwed a screwball right there.
Tilly might have helped her a little bit with a little bit of a wrist flick there to bring that one back across, but nonetheless, still a strike. There's one to Cassidy. Cassidy stays down on it and throws her out. For the second out of the inning.
2 outs. Rachel First for the batter, Emily Engel on deck.
Claude, we got another one out there with lights on, and there it goes.
Well, I guess I'm just going to have to start bringing my rifle. A little 22 to house. My BB gun won't reach that far.
Well, he got 2 headlights and 2 home runs in the bottom half of this inning would help out. And it was out there in left field where somebody could put it off the front of that truck and knock those out for you.
Let's see. Let's see, this little girl right here, she's 2 for 3 right now. Couple base hits and a strikeout. After that first inning, she didn't stand there and take any more.
There's
That
one up
should
in the
be an
air.
out.
Hall settles underneath it for the 3rd out of the inning. So we're going to step aside, have a short commercial break from the IHSAA. Lady Senators do trail by 3 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. So we're
Leading off for the Senators in the bottom of the 7th inning will be first baseman Gracie Abels. On deck will be the 3rd baseman A.J. Combs.
need some run production here from our 2 freshmen. We're going to have to make Engel here throw some pitches that we can drive, we can hit.
Hey, Mingle throw some strikes.
Yeah,
I mean,
we haven't made her throw strikes yet. We've chased some pitches, and there's a strike.
That's
Gracie working the count here. 3 balls and 1 strike.
this got to be literally beautiful right here, or just let it go.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need something that we can't drive. No need to chase. That's not what we're looking for. So there's a 1-3 put out. Engel fields that one and throws back to Purser.
Batter, the 3rd baseman, number 3, A.J. Combs. On deck will be the pitcher, Cora Miller.
AJ's scored 2 runs tonight. We definitely need one here.
Need a base runner bad.
That's a pop-up. Purser settles underneath it and gets that one. So there's 2 down. Down to our
2 outs. The batter will be the pitcher, Cora Miller. On deck, the left fielder, Alexis Brown.
Down to our final out.
course, got a couple sacrifices tonight and a walk.
Yeah, we can't use a sacrifice right now.
No.
We need a hit.
Ain't no place for no sacrifice.
Of course, settles in the batter's box. Hits that one to second. Fields it and throws her out.
That's a ball game. The final score: North Harrison 11, West Washington 8.
It's going to finish off the game for us. West Washington does drop this one 11-8. Do play a pretty good game, but just unable to get the runs across the plate, and the fielding and pitching kind of let them down a little bit tonight. We'll be back in a minute with after a short commercial break.
No, we just we made we made a couple errors, and they took advantage of those errors, and it cost us. So, but we're young and we're early.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, we are young. We've got 4 freshmen that are playing big time out there on the softball field. And they do have travel ball experience, and they do have some softball experience, but it's not at the varsity level, and it's not at this speed.
Right.
So those girls are definitely gonna come along and gonna be crucial players for the upcoming year. It's just getting it in their head that, hey, you can do this, and this is a good spot for you. We're gonna step aside, take a short commercial break, and we'll be back with Coach Long here in just a moment.
joined by Coach Long. Coach, fourth inning kind of got you. You know, it was one of those that you gave up some runs and some hits and some walks. You made a pitching change, but it just wasn't quite enough to get you over the hump. You know, but overall the girls did well and played strong.
Yeah, I guess, you know, if you look at the game as a whole, that inning we kind of think the wheels kind of fell off, and we got ourselves in a bad situation. We had some walks. I'm confident in the pitching. You know, and we made a change, and I know that bringing Gracie in that situation was a lot of pressure on her. Being a freshman, I'm sure that was probably the toughest position she's been in the pitching game in a while. And it just didn't, you know, and I don't want to be critical of the umpires in the strike zone, but it was a tight strike zone, and it was tight for both teams tonight. We were unable to get a lot of strikes that I would normally see as strikes, you know. And in this cold weather, you know, for a pitcher and those, you know, your fingertips, I know they had to be strung with that a little bit. But as a whole, you know, looking at that whole inning there, the girls were up. They still competed, and even though things didn't go our way, we were able to come back and score a run in the very next inning. You know, so
and you did a great job. You know, the girls came out and played well, and you know, even the play at third with Cassidy, you know, coming down the line, it looked like, you know, there could have been an interference call on the pitcher coming across there, and then she tries to get back to the base and gets called out there after an appeal, you know, so that inning didn't work in your guys' favor tonight.
No, and what caught us up on that is Cassie actually slid into second on the play to short on the actual play.
Yeah.
So and I caught that as she was getting up and trying to get her over there. Now I should have sent her, but we were down a run, and I thought, let's get something in the mix here. It just didn't work. Now they made the right call as far as the tag goes. I'll give them that, but how they done it, I don't think that's. I don't think the plate umpire had that call. But
he definitely was behind the play.
Yeah.
Couldn't see that tag from where he was.
Right. But as you know, the right call was made in the end.
Yeah.
Now the interference part of it, I do agree with you there. The only thing is, Cassie would have had to
run into her.
Had to make contact. If Cassie went right into her, we'd have had to play. But she, you know, in that kind of moment, she sees that girl, she automatically goes the other way.
And that's teaching moments for you know, you as a coach, and for them as players to learn from, you know, as you go on throughout the year. You know, that's a play that
it's early.
It's the second game of the year.
Right. Yeah. And then, you know, last night was our first night. You know, first game of the year. So it's definitely early, and I'm happy with it. And I'll tell you one other thing that I'm really happy with. You know, any person on our team that can bunt, I mean, we use that bunt. I'm so confident as a coach to use that bunt to manufacture runs.
Oh yeah.
And it's easy to set things up with it, you know. And there's a lot of runs we're going to score this year with the hitting and the bunting.
Overall, your team looked very, very solid. You know, who really stood out to you tonight?
Well, I think our outfield, as far as pop flies, you know, everything that was in the glove, they all made plays. I think that. Tilly Gilbert has been swinging a hot bat.
Off the bat, Tilly is smoking it.
Yeah, I mean, she started off with let off with a double. I'm impressed with her. Actually, I think AJ Combs tonight was with the bat. She was on fire. I mean, she's burned that lineup over there.
Yep.
It's hard to pick somebody. That's why I was saying last night. With all those hits, I was like, it's kind of hard to pick somebody. And it's a good spot to be in if you're a coach when you have to actually fight over who done the best that night. So. But right now, I look at Tilly as kind of being that most consistent hitter on the team.
Definitely.
Well, and that's good. You know, being a senior on the team and being a senior leader. You know, you've got, like I've said, you've got 4 freshmen who play for you. You know, in your starting lineup, and you've got, you know, 2 sophomores, and then you've got 2 seniors. So, you know, it's kind of a balanced lineup, and it's nice to see your senior, you know, stepping up and you know, being that leader for your team.
Yeah.
You know, looking forward, you've got, you know, 3 games next week that are, you know, not necessarily big conference games for you, but they're big games to see where you are as a measuring stick early in the year.
Yeah. Well, we got Salem tomorrow, and then we've got Brownstown on Monday, and then I think Thursday when we start our first conference game. So I feel like we're going to compete with both those teams. I feel like all season long, I said this early, we should be able to compete with everybody we play. I think we proved that tonight. We can compete with teams that are bigger classes. And I look for us to have strong performance in that Spring Valley game in our conference. I'm confident in these girls, and they only give me that confidence by the way they're practicing.
Play.
Practice, yeah. I mean, it's a tough loss tonight. I felt like we were the better team tonight, and we lost in that one inning, and it was just a hard one to take.
Well, Coach, I'm going to let you get back down there with your girls. Pump up your JV team. I'm sure that won't be an issue at all. Your girls
they're anxious.
Your girls are ready to get on the field. I'm going to let you go down and enjoy the game with your girls.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.